What's up, guys? It's Will from Legendary Duelists, and it looks like we have a new Blue Eyes monster coming out in Legendary Duelists 3. And so when I first saw the announcement, I saw a blue card, so I was like, oh my god, is it going to be a Blue Eyes Link monster? Because that would be insane. But it turns out it's another ritual monster similar to Chaos Max. And the title right now is, or the name of the monster is Blue Eyes Chaos Dragon, so maybe not Blue Eyes Chaos Max, but at least Blue Eyes Chaos Dragon. And so it's a Dark Dragon Ritual effect monster, level 8, 3000 attack, 0 defense. It says you can ritual summon this card with Chaos Form, must be ritual summon. It has two effects, and it looks like it's basically going to be like if you were running the Chaos Max Centered Blue Eyes from when I read it at first. It says, 1, cannot be targeted by or destroyed by an opponent's card effect, so basically the exact same as Chaos Max in that regard. And then 2, when this card declares an attack, if this card was ritual summoned using Blue Eyes White Dragon, you can change the battle positions of as many monster your opponent controls as possible, and if you do, change those monsters' attacks and defense to 0. Also, during this turn, if this card attacks a defense position monster, inflict piercing battle damage. So, like I said, this card is really only useful if you're running the Chaos Max version of the deck, which is pretty much like a go second kind of try to OTK kind of version of the deck. And so the nice thing about this guy is it's got in the built-in protection, like just like the Chaos Max did. And you can still ritual summon using both Chaos Form, so it's still not searchable by pre-prep. Which kind of, is not necessarily the best, but if it were searchable by pre-prep, it would be great. But you can still ritual summon it using, Chaos Form, and you can also ritual summon it still using Advanced Ritual Art. Those are pretty much the two ways in which the Blue Eyes players are summoning Blue Eyes Chaos Max Dragon, and they'll probably summon this guy. And the fact that he enables the monsters your opponent controls to switch their battle position without targeting is pretty good. So maybe you can, dump down your copies of Swords of Concealing Light or the other cards that make it like Quaking Mirror Force or something like that, because this card will basically enable you to switch your opponent's battle position without having to use another card. It's basically Swords of, well, not Concealing Light, but basically changes their battle position um, and enables you to attack in one card. It's a monster, basically, that changes the battle position with effect. But that's only when you summon it using Blue Eyes White Dragon, which most of the time you will, since you can use Chaos Form to banish Blue Eyes from the graveyard, or use Advanced Ritual Art to use Blue Eyes from the deck. But what do I think of the card? Not necessarily what Blue Eyes needed, because in my personal opinion, the ritual form of Blue Eyes isn't necessarily the best, not necessarily competitive. It has some consistency issues, but at least they're still continuing to come up with Blue Eyes support. So hopefully this is just like the first of many to come. Maybe we'll continue to see Blue Eyes support that come out. Dragon Revival Rhapsody was a great card that came out for Blue Eyes. It was exactly what we needed. And so this card not necessarily what I would want because I don't run the ritual variant, but I'm sure a lot of people will test this card and use this with Chaos Max and maybe make some cool stuff. But I love the art of it. The art looks amazing. Anyway, thanks guys for tuning in, and hope to see you guys in the next video. This is Legendary Duelists, out.